this is Derek for the Grumpy Guy Show talking about episode number 92, But Google Said So, recorded on Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. Tonight's topics: who has a birthday? Cruise control is your friend. And another one strikes the bridge. Stick around, it's a good episode. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Grumpy Guy Show. I'm Derek McAllister.
And I'm Ryan McAllister.
So, we might have a light show, who knows? You know how Ryan is, just gets us off on tangents and doesn't stop talking. But we'll see. I want to start out with pointing out that we have the first 41 episodes up on YouTube now, and we've had quite a few views already. We have 3 subscribers. Unfortunately, one of those is Ryan, so I guess it doesn't really count, but
I guess.
I don't know. But who knows? It could go places. And let me check.
Oh, by the way, don't forget to subscribe, to like and subscribe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that crap with pushing.
And don't forget to hit the bell for notifications.
Yeah.
So you get notified when every new video comes up.
Yeah. Whatever. You want to do that, go ahead. You don't. But yeah, so I ran into some.
You have to do it if you want to get big. It's what every big YouTuber does.
Yeah, well, you can do that. I'm sure at some point, once we get to the ones where we started using Google Meet, that Google might have a problem with the fact that we aren't crediting it or something. I don't know. I mean, it's in the credits, but who knows?
Yeah.
YouTube's really funky with that. But who knows? We'll see what happens. Hopefully it grows. Because I'm still uploading the episodes, I haven't started making any real plans yet for different things like I had talked about with my friend Dave and talking photography. I don't know if you've started doing anything along those lines with anybody.
I haven't.
But who knows if anybody.
There are bigger fish to fry for me regarding my friends.
Yeah.
We're still planning out this beach trip for next week.
Well, if anybody listening wants to hear a specific thing, as a full show, and not necessarily complaining, just talking about it or whatever, kind of like I said, my friend Dave is very much into photography, and I'm getting into it, so to me it's going to be interesting to talk about it and see where it goes,
And my friends Justin and Caitlin both are running D&D campaigns or are about to start a D&D campaign, so we could dedicate a whole show to that.
Yeah, and it's not going to be in with the rest of the podcast episodes. It'll be a separate thing. So
a special, if you...
Yeah. So if
for lack of a better term,
if you talk to them and they want to do something like that, just talk about it. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I'll help you set it up and help you get editing and get it put up there and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Just to have some fun. I mean, that's really what we need to do is I think maybe make it a little bit more fun. So, what do you say we transition?
World famous transitions.
Oh, I might not want to do that. Wayne's World might have a copyright on something like that.
Whoever owns Wayne's World.
Yeah. It's probably Disney now, but...
Yeah, they own everything.
Yeah. So...
give it time, they'll own us.
Yeah. I don't know. But, so I started to say before I got sidetracked, one of the reasons that I got slowed down was I didn't realize that I didn't have episode 35 and 36. I didn't have the finished recording, so I actually had to, really stupid that I can't download something that I own, but I had to. I was gonna remake it, from scratch, but then I realized that at that point I was putting a lot of animations in, based on what we were talking about, and I wasn't gonna I wasn't gonna do that, so I just did a screen recording of it. You know, the resolution isn't the greatest, but at the same time, who
Oh
cares,
well,
I mean,
it gets the episode up.
yeah, it gets it up there and lets people take a look and see if maybe they're interested. You know, if anybody is watching that stuff and is is finding it interesting with the animations included, let me know. Perhaps I'll bring them back. I don't know. It added a lot of editing time, but I don't have to put as many in as I was, so we'll see. But 2 hour transition. So the first topic that I have came from Saturday when I
Oh,
when I picked you up and we were, or was that Sunday? Oh, that
that
was
was
Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay, so that was Sunday. So on the way back, and we're on the highway, and we're going along, and I think I've made it clear on here before. I'm a cruise control abuser. I mean, if I'm any place where I can turn on cruise control because I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of stopping and going, I turn it on. Highway is prime. Yeah, that's a prime place for cruise control. For anybody who's hesitant to use cruise control, you get your best gas mileage when cruise control is on, because then the engine is in complete control of everything, so it knows, you know it knows a whole lot better what's going to happen as far as running it extra lean, which means it uses less gasoline, a higher concentration of air mixed in with the gasoline so that it uses less. And it's there's a whole bunch of other reasons, but so at any rate, I had set that, and we're going along, and we're starting to pass this person. Okay, no big deal. There was nobody in the lane next to me, so I got over and I started to pass him. Got to the point where the front of my vehicle was right next to the driver's side door, and suddenly they sped up. So I'm like, oh, geez, what the hell? So then we're going on, so they kept going. Yeah, they pulled away, so I moved back over. A little while later, I'm catching up to them again.
Hmm.
So I pull back out to pass them, and don't you know, they speed up again. And what the hell?
The hell?
And they're not driving some cheap little car that, the low end models don't come with cruise control. They're driving an Audi,
Hmm.
which I don't believe there's a single Audi that does not come with cruise control. Honestly, I
Yeah.
believe most cars nowadays come with cruise control, but definitely Audi comes with cruise control. I could put money on that.
Yeah.
So, then they pull away, and I say, okay, well, screw it, just let them go. So then we catch up to them a third time. And this time I just, I start pulling out around them, and they start speeding up again. I go, oh, screw this. So I hit the gas, and I got in front of them, and then we didn't even drive another mile, and they were barely visible in my mirror. I'm like, oh my god, they just don't want people to pass them. I'm like, why? What's the
Why?
point?
What's your problem with people passing you?
If you're gonna drive slow, then drive slow. Don't constantly speed up. But you're on the highway. Use cruise control, people. You're gonna
It
save
exists for a
gas.
reason.
Yeah, it allows you to concentrate on other things without having to worry about whether or not you're speeding. Or, in the case of most people, whether or not you're going more over the speed limit than you want to. But seriously, it can save you so much in gas. It's not even funny, folks. But, that's why generally speaking, when I'm with every vehicle I've had, there's when you look at a new vehicle, there's two gas mileage ratings. There's the city gas mileage, and then there's highway. Basically, city gas mileage is a lot lower because you're sitting there idling a lot more at stops. And generally speaking, highway just literally means you're on the highway going. Well, I do a mix, and every vehicle I've ever had, I've always gotten at least the highway mileage as an average. And things like cruise control are the reason. Keeping your speed at a steady, keeping your speed steady helps the engine actually work better. That's all there is to it. But so use that cruise control. especially with the prices of gas on the way up again, because the whole, oh, we got to make summer gas now.
Summer gas?
Oh yes, yes. That's their excuse every spring for raising the cost, because we've got to switch over from winter gas to summer gas. It's I don't know. Supposedly there's a difference. I don't know what it is, and I don't care. And I think it's
I was
stupid.
gonna say, what the hell do those terms even mean?
Yeah, but that's why they raise the price in the spring, and that's why they raise it in the fall. Because in the fall, well, we got to stop producing summer gas and start producing winter gas.
Whatever
No.
that means.
What it means is there's no regulation on these companies because there's no monopoly. So they can do whatever the hell they want with their prices. You know? You go and you talk to any gas station owner, and they're going to, oh, we don't make money on gas. Yeah, bullshit.
Bullshit.
I mean, seriously, you make money on that. You do
You
nothing.
literally own a gas station.
Well, it's not that. It's not just that. I mean, at the pump, you literally do nothing. Once a year you've got to pay a regulatory agency to come in and measure to make sure that you're actually, your pumps are actually pumping what they claim they're pumping. And that's it. Then you got to pay for electricity. I mean, it's such a low overhead and such a high profit margin. It's not even funny. I'm not saying they're getting filthy rich off of it, but to say they're not making any money is just stupid. There's not many people that are going into a Circle K just to buy their groceries.
That's what Walmart is for.
Yeah, you go there.
Wait a minute. They don't have anything at Walmart.
Yeah. You go to a convenience store just to get groceries only if you need something in an emergency and it's late at night or something like that. You don't go there to do all your grocery shopping because their prices are outrageous. Yet you talk to the gas station owners and they'll tell you, oh, that's where we make all our money. No.
No.
But at any rate.
Especially with the gas prices rising.
Yeah. So.
Because you gotta switch from winter gas to summer gas.
Yeah, it's not like they empty the tanks out at the gas station either. They just start pumping more gas in.
And then they jack the price.
Yeah. But so another topic from Sunday.
Oh.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Yeah. So I started scrolling through Facebook, and well, apparently Sunday was Willie Nelson's birthday.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. And that's what I thought. I'm like, yeah, okay, great. I've never been a Willie Nelson fan or anything, so all right. So I blocked that, whatever thing sent me that post. And then all of a sudden I get something, oh, so-and-so says happy birthday to Willie Nelson. I'm like, I don't care. So I blocked that one.
I don't care.
I literally blocked about 50 celebrities who were wishing Willie Nelson happy birthday. I'm like, I don't care about any of these people, let alone Willie Nelson.
Yeah, why does Facebook think that you care about this?
I have no idea. I've never given any indication whatsoever that I'm interested in Willie Nelson. None whatsoever. And it's not like I hang out with a whole lot of people that, are fans of Willie Nelson. I mean, seriously, But this is how I spend half my time on Facebook is blocking all of these suggested for you BS.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still a straight white male. It means that I don't need feminine hygiene products, and I don't need, I mean, it's like, come on, I don't need women's
According to crazy
underwear.
people, straight white men are the most persecuted group in America.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just it's utterly ridiculous, and it makes it so that the last few days I've been doing other things, and I haven't really been on Facebook, and I don't miss it.
I never look at Facebook.
I mean, it's nice to see stuff from friends and whatnot, but when I spend most of my time looking at these suggested for you things or being told, "Hey, you should add this person," you know, I get fed up with it. And I really truly wish there was someplace else that we could go, but there's not.
That's the problem with all these social media sites.
Well, the problem is that everybody thinks, "Oh, well, I'll start a social media site and I'm going to make tons of money just like Facebook." And they don't
No,
realize
you
that
won't. No, you won't.
yeah, they don't realize the problem with that theory. Number one, why do people keep going to Facebook? They go to Facebook because their family's there, their friends are there. Other than that, most people say, I don't care about Facebook. I wouldn't be there if I didn't want to connect, if I didn't want to keep in touch with my friends. So so I'm like, yeah, okay. So these startups, they're never gonna pull people away. When Google Plus was around and I was on there, a lot of people would say, "Yeah, I'm on Facebook, but I'm only there because my family's there." They actually had fun on Google Plus because their family wasn't there, you know?
That's why I enjoy Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram, and other forms of social media because family, friends, whoever I don't want to deal with are not there.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I keep seeing, people posting things like, we need to go back to old school social media where we sit around a bonfire. Well, that's, to me, I mean, that's a great concept, and I'd love that. Except, the way the economy went over the last 30 years, people didn't stay where they grew up. It's more and more rare that people stay where they grew up. And, a lot of the people that I really truly want to spend time with, that's the situation. They're in a situation where they moved for one reason or another, whether they just didn't like New York or they had a job opportunity elsewhere, you know, whatever. They're just not here. And sometimes the only way to keep in touch with them is through Facebook because they move and they forget to tell you that they got a new phone number for the different area code they're in or whatever, and you know it happens, and it's part of the world that we live in today. It's not the same as it was 50 or 60 years ago when most people stayed in the area where they grew up. So it's a much different time, and the other piece of it is you grew up with social media. You can't remember a time where social media was not in existence. And with people.
I can remember a time before I used it, but I
Yes.
can't remember a time before it existed.
Yeah, because you were when Facebook came around, you were extremely young.
And I can remember a time before I even knew that it existed.
Yeah. But it's I don't know. You can't really do much about it one way or the other. But I just wish that they would stop with all the suggested for you crap. You know,
Yep.
I haven't added many new people. So why would I keep
Neither
adding?
have I.
Just because you want me to be on there more doesn't mean that you should sit there and spend all of your time in all of my feed suggesting people to me. Because if you want me on there more, then stop suggesting. But I don't know. It's,
I don't think there really is a way for to get me to look at Facebook more.
well, you say that now, but you've got some friends that are moving to other areas, moving on, and you know things are going to change.
Yeah, but all those friends I have I have the ability to contact them on Discord. They're all in my Discord server.
Yeah, for now, until they have friends that aren't there that they want to include in a conversation or something along those lines, and then you're you're going to get stuck with Facebook unless something else comes along that doesn't try to doesn't try to replace Facebook. Google Plus, one of the things with that is it was not an attempt to replace Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm pretty sure I've said it on here before. The concept behind Google Plus was you go there for things you know. You go to Facebook for people you know.
Yep.
And at first, when it first
That's
came out, Facebook didn't get that. If you mentioned Google Plus on a Facebook post, they would put you in Facebook jail.
Hmm.
I'm not kidding. I mean, I didn't
in
I didn't
in
have
that
Facebook
way.
then, but it
In
was all
that
over.
way, they said about Google Plus. That to me is a lot like Reddit in a way.
Yeah,
It's about things you know.
yeah, maybe. I don't know. I haven't really searched Reddit a whole lot because a few times I've a few times I've gone there. I haven't really enjoyed it. It was kind of difficult to navigate, but
Mm.
but who knows? Maybe at some point I'll try it again. I mean, I've tried MeWe, and the problem there is they have a service. They offer a free service with MeWe. The problem with it is they're constantly trying to get you to pay for more storage. They give you a very small amount of storage intentionally because they want
Mm-hmm.
you to pay for more. Which, okay, that's how you want to make your revenue and everything. I get that. You want to make money that way instead of ads. Okay. However, every other time that I log into there, it opens up this big full page thing. Do you want to try it? You want to try our service for free for 30 days? No, I don't want to. And because every single picture that you post on there actually takes up space until you delete that picture. Which, what happens when you delete the picture? Well, then the post doesn't have the picture anymore. So, it's kind of pointless. And it'd be different if it was, a lot of space, but it's not. I can't remember how much it is. But, there were some people that I had on Google Plus that went over there, and it just kind of, the conversation dried up. And I don't know what it was, why it happened, but I don't know. So I still have that. I haven't really done much with it. I check it, every once in a while, but the nice thing with it is, unlike Facebook, it's not constantly saying, "Hey, you should add this person. Hey, you might know this person. Hey, I suggest this for you." You know, they made it. I mean,
Yeah. Every time I get a notification from Facebook and it's one of the suggested people things, I go like, I always just like, who the hell is that?
the I, I I don't know. I find it really annoying that every time they they randomly show who you have in common with somebody. So there's somebody that
Yeah.
keeps coming up, and I'm like, okay, I know who you are. I know why you would be suggested to me, but it's a friend of your mother's, and it
Hmm.
doesn't show that we have your mother in common. I'm like,
Yep.
really?
Eh.
I don't know, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm using it to kind of explore, explore photography and get my pictures out there, but you know, some of the issue there is you put stuff on Facebook and it's just shared all over the place, you know, and people just take it and do whatever the hell they feel like with it, and I just don't want that. Yeah, I'll put a couple of pictures up, and what I've started doing is, at Dave's suggestion, I post them in what's actually a fairly low resolution, which gets even worse because Facebook compresses everything. So, you know, it's a it's a double low resolution, which means people aren't really going to be able to do much besides look at it on the screen. So, I'm a little bit freer with that, but I'm also using that same format for my posts on the blog. And I've started when I post um, when I post on the blog, I take one of the pictures and I post it in my timeline on Facebook, and that way, people get a taste of what's there, and maybe they'll go and check it out. It hasn't really worked, but who the hell knows?
Hmm.
But one last topic, folks.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I think this is one that we talked about recently, but
Uh-huh.
yeah, we're going to talk about it again because Onondaga Lake Parkway had another bridge strike.
Okay, what happened now?
Well, this driver apparently admitted that he was using Google Maps for directions, which, hey, Google Maps is great.
Mm-hmm.
However, it is not great for commercial vehicles. It's not designed
Uh-oh.
for commercial vehicles. So he
This
was
guy was driving
driving.
a commercial vehicle?
Yes, he apparently he's from Tennessee, and he flew up here, and his company rented a yeah, a moving van basically. That's Now this van has got a 13-foot clearance, and
Mm-hmm.
right on the side of the box, in full view of your mirror, it says 13 feet 1 inch clearance. Well, he was paying attention to Google Maps, not paying attention to the 40 signs that he passed, and it's truly 40 signs each direction. I think it's 43 one way, 41 the other way. So he passed 40 warning signs about the fact that this bridge is 10 feet 1 inch high.
Uh-oh.
And he still ran into it because he was paying attention to Google and not paying attention to the signs. And he fully admitted
God, what
that.
a moron.
And all I can think is, holy hell, dude.
People are stupid.
Until there's some kind. So this is like, I think this is number 6 this year alone.
Yikes.
Yeah, it's the third one in less than a month. So
Maybe a 41st sign will do the trick.
I like I said, I'm pretty sure there's 43 one direction and 41 the other direction. So
Okay, make that a 44th sign.
yeah, and it's like, holy crap. And they actually talked to a commercial driver instructor. After like the third one this year, they talked to him. He said, "I don't understand how these people are doing this. I have never even come close to hitting a low bridge because I pay attention to the signs. In my 50 years of driving, I have never touched a bridge because I pay attention to signage." He said, This is what we instruct everybody: is you pay attention to signs.
Mm.
I'm like, I hear you, dude, but you know, these people are just they're so focused on, well, Google told me to go this way. You know, it's
Yeah, people trust Google too much.
well, it's not even Google. I mean, Google gets they get dinged the most because they're the most popular, you know, but when Apple first came out with Apple Maps, it was a mess, and there were actually people that sued them because they were just following along and they ended up in a lake. And I'm like, how can you not see that there's a lake there?
Stupidity.
Well, you know, well, it told me to go.
Well, it
Yeah,
told me to go into the lake,
okay.
so I went into the lake.
You know, but Apple Maps was horrible at first. And you know, my understanding is it's gotten a lot better. I don't know. I've never used it. You know, in my statement of
For
Apple
obvious
Maps,
reasons.
yeah, my statement of Apple Maps is horrible, is based on hundreds and hundreds of tech writers writing about how horrible it was. You know, it was. I mean, it would literally take you 20, 30 miles out of the way, you know? And it's like, holy crap. But I don't know.
But hey, what do we know?
Yeah. So, all right, folks. I'm sure you heard that music starting up in the background.
Good night.
We'll see ya.